Hi Leo, welcome to Seven Sacred Sisters. I'm Sarah. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the Leo energy for the end of January. So today is the 19th. I'm recording these videos, so I'm going to say that this message, and I've got 222 on the clock, interesting, will be from January 19th until the 31st of January 2021. I hope that you have been keeping well. I know that the energies are going to be and have been pretty intense, starting with some of the changes in the planets here on January 17th. So I'm wishing you all the best and hoping that these messages can bring you perhaps some peace and some clarity on your journey, wherever you may be. Okay, let's have some messages for Leo, for the collective, the end of January. Leo. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. I have the Fool and the Page of Wands. And the Knight of Swords. Interesting. I'm wondering if, Leo, you are wanting to take a new direction. You want to go in a new direction, and you're maybe trying to tell yourself that it's going to be a leap of faith that you need to take in order to go in this new direction, but something's telling me that that's not the case. That sometimes with the leap of faith, it means that you're embracing the spiritual journey. You're embarking on the Fool's journey to move forward. But since the Page is facing in the opposite direction, I'm getting it's possible that you already have a sure idea in mind. You may have already received a message about something, like a skill, or maybe you've realized that you have a skill that other people don't have, and that this is like a unique thing to you, a way that you can move forward and step into your divine, I want to say, embodiment, into your path of towards your passions. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's like taking a leap of faith towards something that's a sure thing, that's physical, tangible in the 3D world, or taking, or like perhaps this is the other message for somebody, is that you've already tried one thing, and maybe the results it yielded were kind of small, and you aren't as excited about it as perhaps you once were. So the Fool is saying, maybe take a leap of faith and go in an opposite direction. I'm also getting, it's interesting, there's a few messages coming in. The leap of faith in this scenario, especially because of the direction of the characters, I'm getting like the leap of faith is turning towards the past here. It's not, yeah, I'm getting like this is the anti-leap of faith for some reason, that if you were going to not embrace this thing that you're passionate about, or this thing that's already had some return of growth, I'm getting that maybe you're getting conflicting information. Yeah, that would explain kind of why I'm stumbling a little bit over the message here. It's like, it's like you decided, hey, I'm not going to take a leap of faith towards something in the past that maybe didn't pan out the way that I wanted it to. I'm going to move ahead with this thing I am passionate about. And then someone or something quickly comes in to give you information that makes you feel like, oh, did I make the right decision? Like, should I be going forward towards this thing that I'm passionate about, or this new job or career opportunity? This could also be someone coming in to give you information about how to move forward with that idea. Let's get some clarifiers. for Leo? What's this Fool energy about Leo? Maybe it's that you need to embrace this situation where you perhaps already started. Like the Page is, you know, somebody who's gone through the other stages of the wand already, right? In the minor arcana. So the Page is, you know, because they're not moving, it could be that this is just a small message. This could be a conversation. It could be a song maybe you hear on the radio. It could be, you know, a synchronicity that you could have easily missed if you weren't, you know, paying close attention. But it's something that is already growing, or it gives you some type of feeling. Yeah, it's so funny. Knight of Swords. So definitely someone's trying to come in and give you information about the choice that it feels like you have to make here. It's this Page of Swords. It's almost like with this card and the Page of Swords, it feels like you're measuring up a truth, possibly. You're having a hard time seeing the truth, whether it's more beneficial to take a leap of faith towards something, or to take the sure way through a scenario, like something that can be measured, that's tangible. Yeah, I have the Hierophant, which is the 5, 8 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm getting then from these messages, Hierophant could imply institutions, religious organizations. This is like corporate structures. This could be like, this is obviously about a message. There's a message coming in, some type of communication that is coming in to reassure you. It could be this very message, actually. Someone or something is coming in to reassure you that you are on the right path, but part of the path is walking away from something that wasn't serving you. Yeah. And that you have to have faith or embrace how moving forward looks for you, even if it doesn't look like how it maybe did in the past, or you don't know what to expect. Like the 8 of Cups is walking into the unknown, but what they do know is that they don't have their 9 of Cups. They don't have the wish fulfilled. They're not. The person with the 8 of Cups is like, okay, it's cool. Like I've been through all this emotional leveling up, and what I really want is to close out the cycle. I want that 9 of Cups. I want that 10 of Cups. I want to be able to move forward and to have that fulfillment, that emotional fulfillment that I want. And so Spirit is coming in and they're working in the background to make this happen for you. I'm getting that, like, maybe you're getting, like, definitely you're getting conflicting messages with the 2 Knights of Swords. But it's almost like, it's like you have to trust your own inner wisdom on this and maybe disregard the messages that are coming in that are like opposing your perspective. So yeah, I think this is like, it's funny because the Hierophant in the traditional tarot usually has the 2 people at the bottom, and I like to think that these are you know, these are the Spirit's henchmen. These are the you know, it's like the Pope and his followers, or it's like the divine and the people who the divine is working through to help you along on your journey. So because there's 2 people in the Hierophant, or below the Hierophant, it's almost like you may have 2 people coming in telling you different things about how you want to move forward, and one of them is telling you, oh yeah, you got to go in a new direction and take that leap of faith towards something completely unknown, and you're like, oh, but like I'm a Leo. I'm very like certain in my energy. Like I know what I like. I know the way I want it to look, feel, smell, taste, you know, you use all your senses and your like your divine embodiment, let's say, to help you make these decisions. So I'm wondering if it's being, I'm guessing, perhaps to some degree anyway, that the divine is actually sending you these conflicting messages so that you can be more clear for yourself on how it is that you need to move forward and to create healing. And by being able to use your discernment, whether it's your own sort of truth or if it's someone else's sort of truth, in being able to decipher this for yourself and you know, I think it's, you know, I was going to say successfully move forward. I think you've already, like, the moving forward is inevitable. Like, the page is moving forward, no matter, like, you know, the Fool on the other side or the Knight, you know. Yeah, I also just got that perhaps this was you took a leap of faith towards something, and now you're at the Page of Wands already, which is amazing, because that's a, you know, you have to think about all the wands that you've already moved through to get to the point of the page. So, you know, maybe this is an apprentice, or something, a new business that you're starting, or a new skill that you're learning. Yeah, so part of the skill, part of like honing in your creative craft, whatever that is, whatever, you know, area of study that is for you, you know, is part of that is learning discernment. So you can know when people are projecting onto you about what your path needs to look like, sound like, taste like, smell like, versus, you know, what it needs to be for you. Maybe you're forging a path that no one else has walked before. So that's quite courageous. So kudos to you, Leo, for doing that. And finally, what I want to say here is the Ace of Pentacles is coming when you are successfully able to walk away from somebody or something that isn't making you feel good about your path and your choices. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you're the only person who lives your life. So your choices need to be in alignment with what you see in the vision of what your life is, and what you want it to look like. Okay, so I'm going to pick a magical messages from the Fairies Oracle card for you. Have a card for Leo, please. Leo, you'll have to message me in the comments below and let me know what this is about. Ooh. Flew on the ground. What do we have? Okay, so we have two cards. I have Love Life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. Okay, yeah. What a beautiful card here. Sorry. Love Life. And the second card is Spring. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. Okay, yeah, so definitely there may be some students here watching this video, and you know, maybe you got some communication from somebody with like regards to like what you need to be studying or not studying at school, and it's kind of making you like not feel really good, or like maybe you had to make a decision to leave school, or you got this inspiration that like, hey, I really need to go do this thing. Like maybe there's a romantic relationship that you're seeking, but what I'm getting is that perhaps the love life or the person you're seeking, or the emotional connection that you're looking for is going to be happening in the spring. For some of you, maybe this is about wanting to get pregnant, and that you may find news in the spring that that you are with your partner, perhaps, or however that looks for you. Changing for the better. Yeah, so there is definitely some type of shift that's happening. You're waiting for you're waiting to see, and part of the reason why I say that I think this message could very well be for some student, or maybe someone who's new in their career and they're doing you know, like they're they're in their first job out of school or something like that. It's like you won't see the turnaround on the effort you're putting in right now until the spring, and then in the spring you'll be rewarded for that. So maybe you're working on a project, or you're applying for grants, like government assistance or grants to help you with a project or research that you're doing, and then maybe that money actually gets awarded to you at the end of the semester. But I just feel energetically that the spring brings renewal, right? New things grow in the spring. So if there's seeds that you've planted up until now, you'll be able to see the end result of those in the spring. Okay, so I'm gonna get one more Goddess Guidance Oracle card. These cards seem to have started falling out in twos, so we'll see if we get what messages we get for you, Leo, for the end of January 2021. Messages for Leo, please. Messages for Leo. Ooh, okay. Isis, past life. The situation involves your past life memories. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely getting now that maybe something that you want to move towards is like a skill that you had in a past life, and maybe that's why the communication is coming in, because these gifts that we have, like this is an Egyptian goddess, right? So I'm wondering if you have hidden knowledge from a past life that's coming online, and it's the path that you're supposed to take forward doesn't maybe look traditional, which is why in the 3D world you're getting communication that's maybe coming in and saying, what you're studying isn't like typical, or it isn't widely accepted right now in the 3D. I want to read what the book says for you on this, since you just received the one card. Isis, past life. Message from Isis. Your roots upon this planet are strong and deep, and some of the roots have anchored you in past memories from faraway times. These roots have anchored you so deeply, in fact, that you are paralyzed when it comes to moving forward. I've called your attention to this condition so that you may unearth and uproot your past memories. Sometimes you bury those memories to shield yourself from psychic pain or embarrassment, so you won't remember those awkward moments when life tested you to the maximum. Reveal those lessons to yourself now, strong sorceress, and move forward with the confidence that you have sage wisdom behind you. Wow. Other meanings of the card. Get a past life regression to gain insights and answers. Ancient fears from a past life are surfacing right now, and you've known the person you're inquiring about in a past life. Your current situation relates to a childhood issue. Yeah, so here, past life, if this is about someone that you love, if this is about a love relationship, I would say that the Isis card here is coming in to confirm that. Yeah, and past life regression, so interesting how I kept picking up about how this was like the Fool and it was moving in a different direction, and to have Isis come in and kind of say, oh yeah, you need a past life regression. Yeah, you need to look to the past perhaps with a spiritual person, like, because to get a past life regression, you have to, go to see someone who believes in past lives, who believes in spirit, who believes in, the quantum reality, So it's very interesting. I'll read here about Isis. This Egyptian high priestess moon goddess is regarded as one of the most important ancient deities because of her many functions and her vivid history. She simultaneously is motherly, businesslike, feminine, and ultra strong. Isis brought her murdered husband, Osiris back to life, and they conceived their beloved son, Horus, the falcon-headed pharaoh. Unfortunately, Osiris was murdered beyond repair after the conception, and Isis devoted her attention to raising Horus. Isis also convinced the sun god Ra, there's the sun, to tell her his secret names that contained vibrational tones that created instant manifestations. Thus, Isis is also known as the goddess of divine magic and alchemy. You can call upon her for assistance in many areas, including help with past life memories. Wow. That's so amazing. So it seems like in order to move forward on your path and your trajectory, you need to take some time looking at the past, looking at karmic relationships that you might have, and you know, maybe the information that you'll get between now and the spring, like maybe you'll get a reading and you might not even know what to do with it right away. I know in the past I've had readings with psychics, and you know, you get the recording, and you know, you listen to it maybe a couple times when you first get it, and then you forget about it and you go on with your life or whatever. And you know, if it was really important to you or if significant, you may have like hung on to a few of the messages and kind of like waited for signs that lined up with those messages, so you know, to reassure you were on the right path. But it's possible that you could have a past life regression, and what the messages are that are supposed to come in for you might not take for you until the spring. Okay, Leo, this is an amazing reading. I'm so curious what these nights are about. I would really love to read your comments down below. If you want to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel so the next time that I put out content, you'll be notified. I would be so thrilled to have you on my journey. I'm sending you the biggest hug and all my love to wherever you are on this earth plane. And I hope to see you in the next now that we meet. Take care for now. Bye-bye.